So today I'm going to be working on my Sega Genesis Model 2 that is not turning on correctly. The power appears to be bad. You put it in, you got like a lot of wiggle. And the power button, although it's actually stuck on, when you move it around you see that you get power. If you hold it down and let go, you lose power and stuff. So I actually got my Model 2 out because my RGB cable doesn't go into the Model 1 right there. I used the 32X and I wanted to play without the 32X, and all three of my Model 2s had the same power issue. So I worked on the first one and was able to get it going, and I went ahead and worked on the second one. And I thought, well, if it's the same issue, I'll just do the third one as well and film it. The power button's stuck down on this one, that's why I actually didn't do it first, and it just needs to be cleaned a little bit. But if it's like the first two, just got to open it up and do a real quick solder on the power there. So let's get started. Yeah, so that power button there just needs cleaned up. That'll be an easy one. Just pop it off and scrub it a little and clean the whole thing. Maybe throw it in the dishwasher. This one actually isn't as bad as the others. There's a lot of wiggle going forward and back, but not left and right, so I'm not sure if it is the same issue as the other two. And it might not be making contact on that one. We'll resolder this connector right here. These two look pretty good. On the other ones, this connector here and that connector were really loose. This one, it might just be the back one. So let's try to clean that up a little. Now there's a few things you could do if you're not an expert at soldering. Like, I'm definitely not an expert. You can try to introduce some new solder and heat it all up and just sort of reconnect the connector. That's not the best way. If you have some soldering wick, or if you have one of these, this works the best. You just push down on it, heat the solder up, press it against it, and it suctions that out. And then clean all the solder up and then put new in. You can also use a wick if you have some to soak the solder up, but I prefer this. So we're going to try to do real quick and see if we can get it working. So it can help to introduce a little new solder when you're working on something. Okay, the solder's been removed. This piece is free now. You can see down through the gap to the other side of the board. So you put the new solder in, make sure you get enough that it goes in there and seals it up, which was maybe why it wasn't working in the first place. A little flux on there too, even though I shouldn't need it for that. soldered on. So let me clean the power button real quick with some rubbing alcohol and a toothbrush, and we'll test this and see if it works. Okay, got the power button all cleaned up. You don't really have to reassemble this all the way. You can just plug in the power and press the button here, but let's just test it out on the board. We'll skip the RF shield for the moment. Still a little sticky, but it works better. It's on. It's staying on when we move it. Alright, well that's it. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to assemble it yet. I'm actually going to throw these pieces in some soapy water, the outside pieces, and get them all cleaned up first before I do that. But I probably could have just soldered it without even using this and cleaning it up, but it's the best way to do it. But yeah, if you have a Genesis that's not turning on, it's maybe 10 minutes of your time, and a soldering iron's all you need. Just clean those contacts, resolder them, and you should be good to go. Thank you for watching.